Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to be doing another top 10 list. And today's top 10 list is going to be my top 10 favorite superhero teams of all time. So I figured with Suicide Squad coming out within, I guess, a week now, I figured I'd do a top 10 list on my favorite superhero teams. So I might as well just jump into the list right here, so let's get going. So coming in at number 10 is the Green Lantern Corps. Now, the Green Lantern Corps, it's kind of like a police force in some ways, and I just really like the team. It's a whole bunch of Green Lanterns, basically, uniting with each other. Of course, if you know the story of Green Lantern, Hal Jordan was, of course, chosen as the new leader of the Green Lantern Corps, and I just love the team in general. I love Green Lantern as a superhero just in general. He's always been one of my favorite superheroes of all time. And I just love the team of the Green Lantern Corps because, like I said, they're kind of like a police force in some ways, and I really like that. And they're just a cool team, and I just really like them. So yeah, the Green Lantern Corps comes in at number 10. Number 9, the Suicide Squad. The reason we're doing the list, folks, so yeah, the Suicide Squad, this is a very interesting team because it's a bunch of, not really superheroes, but a bunch of bad guys, basically, misfits, and they're all put into a team together to do the complete opposite of what they do, and that is save the world. It's just a neat concept, and I really like that, and it's just a cool team in general. My first introduction to this team was actually through the show Arrow, which I love, and they had the Suicide Squad. I was like, what in the name is the Suicide Squad? And I started really liking the team. I've known kind of a lot about them ever since. And so yeah, just a great team. Definitely different from a lot of other superhero teams. Of course, you got Deadshot. In later editions, Harley Quinn joined the team. King Shark, Slipknot. So yeah, really enjoyed the team. I think they're such a great team. Has a great concept behind it, like I said. And I just love the Suicide Squad. Great team. So yeah. Number 8 is the Teen Titans. The Teen Titans, man. This is a superhero team that I really did grow up with because of that cartoon. That cartoon is one of my all-time favorite cartoons, and I just love that cartoon. And that was my first introduction to the Teen Titans. The Teen Titans I like are, the team. There's been many incarnations of this team, but my favorite incarnation of the team is Robin, Cyborg, Beast Boy, Raven, and Starfire. And I just love the team. It's just a really awesome team. A bunch of teenage superheroes basically teaming up together to save the world. And what's funny enough is Robin's the only one without powers in this entire superhero team. Everyone else has powers besides him. He just has a stick. But this is the only time, I've mentioned this before, this is the only time I've ever liked Robin in anything, because I'm not a huge fan of the character. He's a pretty overrated character, but I actually really like him with the team of the Teen Titans, because he actually, does something for once. And he was just really cool, and it really showed that he can be an awesome character. So yeah, and the other teammates are cool too, like Cyborg, Beast Boy. He can transform into animals. Come on now. Raven, Starfire, they're just a great team. I've always loved the Teen Titans. So yeah, coming in at number 8 is the Teen Titans. Number 7, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, probably with most people, not up until 2014, we probably had no idea who the Guardians of the Galaxy were. Like, when Marvel were making a Guardians of the Galaxy movie, like, wait, who? Now come to know about it, it's now one of my all-time favorite superhero teams, because they're just so cool. Like, they really are. They're just like, kind of like the Space Avengers in some ways. And they're just really, really cool. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, Star-Lord. Star-Lord is like a space cowboy for some reason for me. He's like a space cowboy, and he's just so awesome. Because what makes this team really cool is that they all have different personalities to each other. And that's just what makes it even better. And I just love the Guardians of the Galaxy. They're just such an awesome team. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course, like I said, Star-Lord, Drax the Destroyer, Gamora, Groot, and Rocket Raccoon, just all great personalities, and they really work well with each other. I just love the Guardians of the Galaxy. Such a great team in my opinion. So yeah, number 7, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 6, the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four, man. I've always loved this team. This has been a team that I have always loved for many, many years. And sure, we can never get a good adaptation of them in film, but in the comic books, they've always been a great team. And what makes them such a great team is that they act so much like a family. They really do. It's Marvel's first family of comics. And I just love that. They feel so much like a family. They're always there to protect each other. And they're just great. I love this team. And all 4 of them have their own unique powers. Like, for example, Mr. Fantastic. He can stretch. Invisible Woman. Obviously, it's in the title. She can turn invisible. The Human Torch, can turn himself into fire. And the Thing is a big rock monster. So, I love the Fantastic Four. I've always have. They're just such a cool team in general. I've always enjoyed the comic books of them. They're just great. They really are. And hopefully one day we can get an actual good adaptation of them in film. So yeah, my number 6 is the Fantastic Four. Number 5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. Come on now. What else? I mean, how many other people need to tell you how great the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are? They're just so fun and so awesome. I know a lot of people's favorite are like from the comic books, the much darker version. But me, like from the picture I just showed you, I'm more of a fan of the fun, exciting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because it fits more with their personality, honestly. They just love to eat pizza, love to do, love to fight criminals, protect New York, and they're just so cool. Like, I really love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Just a team I always grew up on, through the movies and through all the cartoons and stuff. I've always loved them. They're such a great, fun, exciting team. Love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, they come in at number 5. Number 4, Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Now, I could have said the Power Rangers just in general, but I figured I'd pick one team to really talk about. And I picked my favorite of the Power Rangers bunch, and that is Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Like I said, I've said this many times, I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers. I've always have been my entire life. It's just a show I always loved, and Ninja Storm has always been my favorite, and they're just the coolest team out of any of the Power Rangers. Like, really, honestly, like the 3 main Rangers, the red, blue, and yellow, they all possess ability like air, water, and earth, which that's really cool. I really like that they brought that in. And then you have, of course, Blake and Hunter, who are the Thunder Brothers, and I just love that. That's really cool. They were probably the 2 coolest set of brothers you could ever have on television, honestly. And then, of course, you had Cam, who was the Green Samurai Ranger. And this has just always been an awesome team. And just the fact that they brought ninja style to Power Rangers, it was just always so cool to me. And I just love the team, and just the abilities that they can do and everything. Just such an awesome, awesome superhero team. I love Power Rangers Ninja Storm, so that's why that comes in at number 4. Number 3, the Avengers. The Avengers. How many times do people need to tell you the Avengers are awesome? Because that's just what, they're just awesome. They really are. They are, to me, one of Marvel's best teams. The Avengers is just such a great, great team. I love the Avengers. They are so cool. Of course, you got Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and many more, because, they always add new members into the comic books and stuff. But, I just love the Avengers. The Avengers have always, I don't want to say they've always been one of my favorites. It's more or less when, I'm not going to lie to you, it's more or less when the 2012 movie came out, where I really appreciate more about the Avengers than I ever have, honestly. And they've just been always a team now that I've always liked and always have, loved now. So yeah, the Avengers, just such a cool and awesome team. So yeah. Number two is the Justice League. The Justice League. Basically, let's be honest, this is the all-star team of superhero teams. They are just amazing. Like, honestly, the Justice League are just incredible. Like I said, this is the all-star team of superheroes. I mean, you got Superman, Batman, The Flash, Cyborg, Green Lantern, Aquaman, like Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, Hawkgirl. Just, there's so many characters that are with the Justice League. And I've always loved the Justice League. The Justice League has always been one of my favorite superhero teams. And obviously, this is DC's best team ever. Like I said, they are the all-star team of superhero teams. And they are just incredible. I love the Justice League. They are so great. Definitely one of my favorite superhero teams of all time. And just so amazing. And my first introduction to them was through that cartoon that they did back on Cartoon Network in 2004, I believe. And that just made me fall in love with the Justice League so much. And that's why I love the team as much as I do now. So yeah, the Justice League has always been a great team to me. So yeah, that's why they come in at number 2. Alrighty, number 1. My number 1 favorite superhero team of all time. What is it? Here it is. Dun dun. The X-Men. The X-Men have always been my favorite superhero team. I honestly have to thank the X-Men a lot, because the X-Men were my first introduction to superheroes, basically. Like, the original X-Men movie, the first one, was my first introduction to superheroes. And I just gotta thank the X-Men a lot for that, because if it wasn't for them, I think I wouldn't out love superheroes as much as I do now. So, and they're just so cool. They're just the coolest. They really are. It's a bunch of mutants that come together and decide that they're going to protect the world. You know what I mean? It's just, they're so incredible. I love the X-Men. They're such an incredible superhero team. Of course, you got Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Nightcrawler, Jean Grey. You just got so many people. Beast, Mystique. You just got so many people in the X-Men. Colossus. Just the X-Men. You can go on and on, honestly. The X-Men lineup does not just end. It really does not. And they're just such an amazing team. I love the X-Men. And they are no doubt my favorite superhero team of all time. Just, it's always been my favorite superhero team, and probably forever will be, because the X-Men are just the coolest. They are obviously, to me, Marvel's best team, and just the best team in general. So yeah. So, that was my top 10 favorite superhero teams of all time. So, I got a question for you. What are your guys' top 10 favorite superhero teams of all time? Leave it in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you about later. Peace.